Here I am with my watercolours, my water, a variety of paintbrushes, and a napkin just to clean my brushes so that I don't go from one colour to another unless I really want to. And I'm going to do a gradient of colour that goes all the way through my city, and I'm starting at the bottom with green. So in some cases I'm filling my space with water beforehand, and in others I'm doing blocks of colour. And I'm working with what I know about watercolours to create lovely bright spaces and some that merge into others. So if you look at my pyramid on the right, I've got two greens that go into each other. And in some spaces, I'm filling in around my windows so that I can paint them later on. And in some, I'm painting over my windows, and I will wait till that dries before I add another darker colour to go over those windows and make them look like it's dark in there. Of course, when you are being an artist, you're making choices all the time. So if you don't want to do yours in a gradient like mine and you want to vary your colours in any way you like, of course you can. But I'm going to show you how I change colours slightly as I go through, and I'm essentially working around the colour wheel. And the reason I've started with greens at the bottom is because eventually I'm going to want a big bright blue sky, and I don't want to end up with blue at the top of my Eiffel Tower. I want to have lots of contrast at the top of my painting. So I need blue to be lower down. So I started with green, I've gone into blue, I went into turquoises between the green and the blue to make a lovely transition. And now above my blue you can see it's getting to purple, and you can probably guess that it will go into reds later on. I have different amounts of water on my brush depending on what I'm trying to do in each space. So if I want it to be bright solid colour, I've got quite a dry brush. If I want it to be really blended into another colour within a space, then I'll wet the space beforehand, and then I'll take one colour from the bottom of the space to the centre and another colour from the top down, and then I'll blend those together so that you have a seamless transition. The whole point of watercolour being in many cases that you can't see where you've blended. So as I go further up the painting, you can see that it's gone into reds now, and then oranges and yellows right up the top.
Way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of